Now on today's lesson, we are going to talk about skip counting. Skip counting. By the end of the lesson today, we'll be able to skip count by 2s, 5s, and 10s. On our next term, we are to identify the missing numbers during skip counting. And I hope by the end of today's lesson, we will be able to do them as well. Now, I want us to talk about skip counting. Regular counting is when you count by ones. When you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you are doing a regular counting. Skip counting is when you count by skipping or jumping over the numbers. That means you are not going to count straight. That is counting from 1, 2, 3 and so on. But for this, you are going to skip or you are going to jump over numbers. In skip counting, a number is increased by the same value each time you count. In skip counting, a number is increased by the same value each time you count. Now, can you mention things that you can count in 2s? At home, can you tell mommy or daddy things that you can count in 2s? For example, let's look at our body. When we are counting in 2s, that means we are counting in pairs. So you are going to look at your body and you are going to count parts of your body that are in 2s. So for the 1, we have our ears. They are in 2s. Our feet are also in 2s. The shoes you normally put on, you don't put on 1 shoe, but you put on 2. Our eyes are also in 2s. Our hands are also in 2s. So these are some of the things that comes in 2s. Now on our screens, we have some children there. How many eyes are there in a group of 3 children? Now, you are going to count the number of eyes you see there. So we have 3 kids on our screens. And they all have pair of what? Eyes. You are going to count them and tell me the number of eyes you see on our screens today. Now for activity 1, you are to count the number of eyes you see on your screen. Can we count them together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The first one in the white had 2. The second in the yellow had 2. And the third also had 2. Now, how can we make this faster? How can we count them faster? By grouping them in 2s. So, we have 2, 4, 6. This made us count faster. This means counting in 2s makes us count a bit faster than counting in 1s. Hope you're following as well. So our answer gives us 6. With counting in 2s, it made us count faster. I have a little activity for you to do. You are now going to complete the following skip counting by 2s forward. So I have a little table for you, which I've omitted some numbers out. You are going to skip count and write down the next number. So we have 2, 4. We skipped a number. You are supposed to fill in the number. Then we move to 8. We skipped another number. To 12. We skipped the next. Then we move to 16. From 16, we skipped a number to 20. From 20, we moved to 22. From 22, we skipped a number to 26. From 26, you are supposed to get the next number, then to 32. From 32, we skipped 3 spaces to get to 40. So you are going to skip count by 2s and write down the correct answers. We are going for a short commercial break. We will be right back. Per the activity that was given before the break, we are now going on to answer the question that was placed on our screens. So we are going to complete the flowing skip counting by 2s forward. Can we go together? So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, and 40. You could see that this made our counting very, very easy and faster. Per our counting from 1 to 40, it could have taken us a long time to count. But with counting in 2s and with skip counting, it made us count faster. Now, we are now going to count in 5. We are going to skip count in 5. Now, if you see your hands, you can see that there are 5 fingers on your hand. When you add the next one, you have 10 fingers on your hand. So when you are doing skip counting with 5, you are skipping each and every number and counting the next 5. So we have one hand giving us 5 and the other giving us the next 5. So with skip counting, we count from 5, then we move to 10, skipping 5 other numbers to get our next number. This is a little activity I have for you. You are now going to fill in the missing numbers in skip counting in 5s. So we have some missing numbers that you are supposed to fill in. So on our screens, we have the first number, that is 5. From 5, I omitted a number. Then I moved to 15. From 15, I omitted the next. Then to 25. From 25, I moved to 30. From 30, I omitted the next number. Then I moved to 40, 45. From 45 to 50. From 50, I omitted a number. Then to 60. From 60 to 65. From 65, I omitted 2 numbers. Then I moved to 80. From 80 to 85. From 85, I left out 3 numbers that you are supposed to fill in. Now, this is a little activity for counting in 5s. So you are going to count in 5s and fill in the missing numbers. So for skip counting in 5s, this is our final answer. That is numbers ranging from 1 to 100. These are skip counting numbers in 5s. Hope Hope you are ready to count. Let's go together. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Hope you got the answers right as well. If you got it right, give me thumbs up at home. But I would like us to go through it again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. You could see that counting in 5 is also a little bit faster than counting in ones. If you were to count from 1 to 100, it would have taken a longer time to complete it. But counting in 5 made us count a little bit faster. Hope you agree with me as well. Now on our next lesson, we are going to skip count in tens. Skip counting in tens. We are now able to skip count in 2s, in 5s. Now we are going to skip count in 10s. On our screen, we have numbers ranging from 1 to 100. 1 to 100. And we are going to skip every 9 numbers to get to our next skip count in tens. So from 1, we skip from 1 to 9 to get to 10. Then we skip 11 to 19 to get to 20. We then skip 21 to 29 to get 30. We skip 31 to 39 to get our next number in tens, 40. We skip 41 to 49 to get our next tens, 50. We skip 51 to 59 to get our next number, 60. We skip 61 to 69 to get our next tens, 70. We skip 71 to 79 to get our next tens, 80. We skip 81 to 89 to get our next number, 90. We then skip 91 to 99 to get our final number, 100. On our screens, we can see our numbers skip counting in tens. Hope we can all see them on our screens. Now let's keep counting. Now we are going to take our tens as well. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. You could see that it was a little bit faster than starting from 1 to 100. It made it so easy to count. Instead of us counting from 1 till we get to 100, we were able to do skip counting in tens to start from 10 to our final answer, 100. So this is our skip counting in tens. That is from 1 to 100. So between 1 and 100, these are our numbers in tens. Are you ready to go? Let's go together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 100. Can we take it again? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So this is skip count in tens. Skip count in tens. Now, a little activity for you to do for me. You are going to skip count in 10. This time, you are going to find the missing numbers. But for now, not in twos, not in fives, but in tens. Hope you are ready to do the work for me. Alright, so I have 10 being the first number. I skipped the next number to 30. I skipped the next to 50. Then to 60, I skipped the next two numbers. Then I moved on to 90 and 100. So you are going to fill in the missing numbers. That is skip count in tens. Hope you can do it right. We are going to answer activity 4. That is skip counts in tens. And I hope you got it right this time. Can we move together? So 10. The number we skipped was 20. Then 30. We skipped 40 to 50. We skipped 60. Then we moved to 70, 80, then 90 and 100. So skip counting in tens. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Hope you got it right, and it was so easy to do, right? I have a next activity for you to do for me. This time, you are going to get the skip counting numbers. You are going to tell me the method I used, whether I skip count in twos, or in fours, or in 5, in tens, in 20s. You are now going to tell me. A, we have 4, 6, 8, and 10. Skip counts in what? Is it twos, 5, or 10? B, we have 14, 16, 18, 20. C, we have 15, 20, 25, 30. D, we have 45, 50, 55, 60. Then the last one, we have 10, 20, 30, and 40. You are going to guess the skip counting number, whether in twos, in fours, in fives, or in tens. You can use your numbers ranging from 1 to 100 to get these numbers correct. Hope you are ready to see the answers. All right, so these are our final answer. For number A, we have 4, 6, 8, and 10. And skip count was in twos. B, we have 14, 16, 18, and 20. Our skip count was in twos as well. For C, we have 15, 20, 25, and 30. Skip count was in fives. D, we have 45, 50, 55, 60. Our skip count was in fives. Then we have 10, 20, 30, and 40. With this one, our skip count was in tens. Hope you guessed right and you got everything correct. Thumbs up for you at home. Well done, you did a great job today.